Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
So I've launched and run several online businesses prior to this one, but this was the first business where I raised investment and grew it to profitability. My background prior to the business was in project management and business analysis in the rail sector specifically, which I think gave me a solid foundation in understanding things like market needs, optimizing processes, and also managing teams. So I spent several years in those fields before I decided to start this business about 4 years ago today. It wasn't exactly a random decision. It actually came from a personal passion for sustainability and environmental care. And I really saw an opportunity to build something that aligned with those values, a business that could make a difference, not just in terms of the profits that it generates, but also in terms of promoting sustainable and responsible practices. So I took that leap and started this company. And in the early days, it was all about figuring things out. So understanding what customers wanted, market trends, and then really building a brand that stood for something meaningful and finding ways to scale responsibly. So being the CEO means I've been involved in pretty much every aspect from product development to marketing and sales, right down to customer experience and support. My background in business analysis helped me make, I think, really data-driven decisions while scaling the company, while my project management experience ensured that we stayed on track, we were efficient with our goals, and we could adapt quickly when needed. So it's not always been easy, but I've learned a lot about how to grow a business that people trust, not just for the products, but what we stand for. And I think it's been the key, staying true to our mission while also being flexible enough to navigate challenges that come with running a business.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
So I think after several successful years of growing the business and achieving solid, consistent profitability, I feel it's at a point where it has a lot of potential to reach new heights. But I've taken it as far as I can with my own expertise and resources. And I believe that a new owner, perhaps someone with fresh energy, new ideas, or even a different set of skills can take it to that next level. And also on a personal note, I have some new goals that I'd like to focus on, and this sale would allow me to pursue them while ensuring the business continues to thrive under new ownership. The business is in a really great position, in my view, and it feels like the right time to pass it on to someone who shares the same passion for its potential growth.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
So the business is pretty autonomous, which is one of its key strengths, given it's a SaaS product. On a monthly basis, I would say I spend approximately 4 hours handling the occasional onboarding query from new clients. These are usually straightforward and involve guiding them through the platform or answering specific questions, for example, the type of documentation they need to upload to verify their sustainability claim. The tech stack itself is also very robust and well built, which means it requires minimal maintenance. Our developer probably spends around 3 to 4 hours each month fixing minor bugs or making minor improvements to the platform itself. And overall, the day-to-day operations are very hands-off, allowing most of the focus to remain on growth opportunities rather than constant maintenance.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
If I were to keep the business, I think there's several growth strategies I would focus my efforts on, starting first and foremost with digital marketing. So the business has grown significantly with very minimal marketing spend, almost zero, in fact, in the past 12 months. So I think there's a huge untapped opportunity here. The sustainability sector is booming, not just in the UK market, but globally. And really, there's plenty of room to scale through targeted digital ads on platforms like LinkedIn, Google, etc. So I think developing a well-optimized digital marketing strategy that also leverages SEO, content marketing, paid advertising could significantly expand the reach and attract more businesses to engage. The second area of focus would have to be strategic partnerships. So we have an existing partnership with a large commercial company here in the UK, which has been a very powerful growth engine and contributes nearly 50% of our monthly revenues without any marketing expenditure or additional resource, in fact. So this is tapping into a network of over 4,000 B2B clients within that respective audience. So I think there's substantial potential to deepen this existing relationship further and unlock even more value. Beyond that, I think replicating this model by establishing new partnerships with aligned companies could create scalable distribution channels for the product and reach more businesses organically. There's also a really good opportunity to upsell new services to our existing audience. So we have a very engaged audience of businesses focused and committed to their sustainability journey. And there's a clear potential to upsell additional ESG services. For example, we ran a pilot program for our carbon measurement solution quite recently that generated several $1,000s in additional monthly revenue prior to it being rolled back. So expanding on these ESG offerings could provide, I think, multiple revenue streams and also increase customer lifetime value. Finally, I'd also consider international expansion. Currently, we've only explored and tapped into the UK market, but our platform is highly applicable to businesses globally. So by expanding marketing efforts beyond just the UK market, I think there's a very large growth opportunity there. So I would do that through targeted digital marketing strategies in particular to reach a broader global audience that would benefit from our particular solution.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
One of the biggest risks with this business would have to be the increasingly competitive landscape within the UK market. There are already several other players in the sustainability sector offering similar SaaS-based solutions to ours, which obviously poses challenges in terms of maintaining a strong market position and differentiating ourselves. But I also believe this competition underscores a strong demand for our services and highlights an opportunity for international expansion. The second risk I would pinpoint and advise consideration around is the potential for changes in the regulatory landscape around sustainability and ESG. For instance, the Green Claims Code is the advertising standard here in the UK for sustainability and green claims. This is a dynamic and ever-changing standard that this business needs to stay on top of and adhere to over the course of the next few years. Additionally, with any business, we have some very key partnerships and relationships that we rely on for our revenue and growth. These partnerships would need to be nurtured in order to ensure and maintain the position of the company. But overall, I think while there are these risks, they are manageable with the right strategies in place. And I think the business is well positioned for growth, especially with the opportunities regarding international expansion and further capitalizing on our existing customer base through upsells and new services.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
So we're 100% committed to ensuring a smooth transition for the new owner and are happy to offer comprehensive technical and advisory support during the migration and handover process. Both the technical co-founder and I will be available to assist with any technical aspects and ensure the platform continues to run seamlessly during the transition period. So beyond that initial handover, I'm also prepared to provide ongoing support related to customer experience and onboarding. Currently, I handle these aspects and will be available to offer the same level of support to ensure that new clients integrated smoothly and their needs are met effectively. Our goal ultimately is to make sure the transition is as seamless as possible and ensure that the new owner has all the tools and knowledge they need to continue the business success.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
Yes, we'd be open to considering an earn-out payment structure, but it would depend on the specific terms and how they align with our goals. We'd be more than happy to discuss the details to ensure that it meets both parties' needs and also expectations.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
Putting myself in the shoes of a potential buyer, I think I'd highlight several reasons why this business is worth buying. Firstly, the timing couldn't be better. Sustainability is a growth market, it's a booming market, and businesses, not just in the UK, but worldwide, are increasingly under pressure to make credible and complicit green claims. Secondly, there's a huge untapped potential regarding global expansion, given we've only tapped into the UK market with a very limited and small marketing budget and advertising spend. So the USA in particular, I think, would be a huge market opportunity given the sustainability trends in that marketplace and the size of the market. Thirdly, the business is low maintenance and highly autonomous. We have a very well-designed tech stack, which requires minimal ongoing maintenance. This means the buyer can focus more on scaling and strategic efforts rather than dealing with daily operational issues. Finally, the business already has a strong market presence and a loyal customer base, which provides a solid foundation for the new buyer to build upon. We have a scalable model, and there's room to introduce new services or features to meet evolving market needs and trends. So in summary, I think the combination of a thriving market, significant growth opportunities, especially international markets, and a low maintenance setup means this is a compelling investment for any new potential buyer.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.